Well, who would have thought it? Parades! Yes, the next DLC for Planet Coaster 2 is Parades. No surprises really, but here's the thing, now that it's actually here, just look at it. How good does this look with all the little guests lining up and cheering along the main street? Because when you think about it, a parade is the moment when your theme park truly comes alive. It's the music rolling down the street, it's the floats towering over the crowd, kids up on shoulders pointing, waving their little flags, the whole family stopped in their tracks. This is the buzz, that little hit of wonder that the magic of this pack will drop right into your park. And honestly, Frontier have absolutely nailed that feeling. The pack highlights include over 300 new scenery pieces, 2 brand new roller coasters, 2 flat rides and a transport ride, and of course the parades and the whole mechanism that goes behind that as well. So yeah, genuinely this is possibly the best DLC we've ever seen from Frontier, and I know that's a big claim, but we'll have a look at it in all the detail. So yeah, g'day everyone, it's Taggy here and welcome to this overview of the brand new DLC, and I was especially lucky thanks to Frontier to get a look at this pack behind closed doors before launch and alongside a few others, and I can tell you what, the whole room lit up the moment it came on screen. But here's where my brain went straight away to, and that is parades aren't just new content, they're a whole new mechanic. So floats that move around on a route you control on a timing that you set, and then we can place entertainers on their own little platforms and have them walk around. You start to couple that with the update 10 improvements, plus everything we've already worked out with moving platforms. There is going to be a lot here to try, and a lot of it probably not what Frontier had in mind, of course. So I'm going to be spending a fair bit of time hunting down every weird and creative way that we can bend this new parade mechanic. So if that's the kind of thing you stick around for, please hit subscribe and give this a like, because there's going to be a lot of it coming. Right, well, let's get stuck into it. So you're all dying to hear, how do you create an actual parade? Well, the good news is you can take full control of your own parades. And from what we saw, there is a lot of flexibility. Basically, floats run on a route you design, so a bit like a tracked ride, and at an interval that you set. But it's how you build the floats that really got me, because each float is basically a small hidden electrically driven train with a mechanical base, and you can attach whatever you like on top of it, so the scenery, the set dressing, the lot. So the base does the moving and the magic is up to you, and then you define things like your performer placements. And there's genuine flexibility here, so entertainers can ride on the float, they can walk alongside it, they can walk up and down on the float itself while it's moving, and you can lead the whole procession out the front of it if you want to, or just stand and wave. You can even set their mood, and they showed one little drop down where the performers were absolutely miserable, or waving, and all the other things that you can choose. So you are really going to be able to choreographically shape the whole float train and its cast. It's just not just dropping a thing on a track. And then there's the stack of the scenery on top of all that, the clear plastic bubble piece, which I love. You can see the actual entertainer inside there. And then a whole range of the pieces also have glow up. So they're like little glow upable animatable bits that you can then animate with moving platforms. And so you can build floats that genuinely defy your imagination here. And that's the part that's going to run away, I think, with the community. And the feel of it is what really sells it. So your guests will actually pour out onto the street and they start to crowd around and celebrate once the parade is already underway. And your park will just suddenly feel alive in a way that it didn't before, and that's brilliant. And you can run a regular show through the day or close the park out with a full nighttime parade. It's just a lovely way to end the day in the park. And yeah, the pricing, I think, for running your parade is sort of dependent on how complex it is. And it's not just for the show. Parades will give a real boost to, the actual entertainment needs of the guests and their overall park mood. So they earn their place as well. It's not just decoration, it's an actual function for the management side as well. And of course, the whole thing is fully sequenceable, and they showed having hidden speakers throughout the street and different tracks of music playing, and the whole music vibe was amazing, and you can hear it in the background of this video, but some really, really cool tracks to add to the mood as well. So as for the small town scenery, the parades comes bundled with this small town pack, and this is where the nostalgia really hits. There's like this classic amusement park plazas, vintage small town Americana, that old school promenade vibe. You know, every corner of your park can be packed with whimsical and nostalgia pieces like this wrought iron. You will build the perfect main street with this pack, and the set dressing will look really good with the new entertainer too, the town mayor, which sort of gives the whole old school look. So a couple of other standouts for me as well were the 19, I think, new firework emitters, and they look really cool, as well as a classic barbershop quartet, which you can individually place by the looks of it, so they're really cool. And if you know me in animatronics, that's one thing I'll certainly be looking at closer as well, how we can bring all those pieces together. So as for the rides, the 2 coasters, the 2 flat rides and a transport ride are a pretty good spread. We've got the HPC Buzzard, which is the single rail, single file seated coaster. I think this is based on the real world RMC Raptor. So if you know, you know, these things are intense. And then we have the VNN Narrow Drop. This is one of the coaster nerds are going to love because it's the real world, I guess, equivalent of a B&M Narrow Dive coaster, which has those sudden drops and stomach in your throat moments, but squeeze into a much smaller footprint, which means you can finally get the thrill without needing half the map to build it. And more importantly, we can finally do a proper recreation of Baron 1898. So if you know who you are, go nuts. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So then we have the FD Vision Electric Trolley, which is a step back in time, a casual ride through your park that fits the classic aesthetic perfectly. And I guess this is the good part, is that thanks to Update 10, you can lay these transport tracks straight onto paths, so you better create that classic theme park promenade, you know, running straight down your main street, which is a real chef's kiss. Then we have the 2 flat rides, the jumping disc, which, you know, lifts your guests and spins them around, which is something that's going to make them want to not throw up. And the little dipper, which I think everyone will have this in their park because it's just one of those ones that are aimed at younger visitors. And honestly, we just don't have enough of those in the game yet. So this will be a genuine gap filler, I think, and a great addition overall. So there's the pack. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. But just back to the thing I teased at the start, and that's the actual mechanic. So a parade underneath it all is just a controllable moving object, but the bit that my brain won't let go of is the fact that we can attach entertainers, I guess, and couple that with the Update 10 path and transport changes, throw in the event and vista points, and stack everything together that we've already learned with the moving platforms on top. I'm hoping that there is a serious amount to experiment with here, and I've got a lot of ideas which I'm going to hopefully be able to show you once we get our hands on this thing, and that's the part I'm itching to dig into. So the same spirit as my other hack videos, that's all coming the moment I can get stuck into it. So what's the cost? Well, it's £14.99 in the UK and $18.99 US dollars. I'm not sure on the Aussie price yet, but wherever you are, for the amount of content packed in here, I think it's still really good value. And for me, this will be a must buy. A whole new system to play with, hundreds of pieces, 5 rides, and a mechanic I'm keen to push. It's hard to ask more out of a pack, and I think it really will fit pretty much every theme park and bring that joy we're looking for. So please subscribe so you don't miss out on these attempted hacks as they come. Drop a comment telling me the first thing you'd build with the parade, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks everyone. Cheers everybody. Bye.